Guys, look at what we're making today. This is a Mediterranean 7-layer dip. So it's mimicking the traditional 7-layer dip that's, usually a taco dip. I wanted to make it with weight loss and gut healthy components. I just really need you to see what is going on here. If you want to make this along with me step by step, let's go make it together. All right, guys, so if you want your Mediterranean 7-layer dip to turn out exactly like mine, just follow along step by step. I start off with the whole milk unsweetened Greek yogurt and put about 3 cups into the bottom of a 8x8 or 9x9 pan. And then from there, we just add in, because this is going to be the base, it's going to, that's where you want to bring the most flavor. If we're mimicking the 7-layer taco dip, usually you would put in, your taco seasoning or something like that. But this is a Mediterranean version because it's more gut healthy and going to be better for everything we're wanting to do with our weight loss. So this bottom layer so far is the 3 cups of unsweetened Greek yogurt. And then I like to get the roasted red pepper hummus when I'm trying to make like a Mediterranean dish. To me, it's just the red pepper in there and a little bit of spice just gives it a little something. So go ahead and add that in. I pretty much do the entire container. Like I said, there's a little left over. But you add that in. Next, we're going to add in our, if you haven't checked this out, this has 9 different spices in it. So being that it's the holidays, we're all going to be indulging a lot. I know that. But it's still important to focus on our gut health in the meantime, so we can still focus on getting 30 plants a week. And just by adding a tablespoon of this, you're going to be getting 9 of your 30 just from the gut health spice jar. And I have a video of how to make this up linked to my channel. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and be sure to check that out. But just sprinkle that over the top. And then this is the best part. We even get to disguise some of our kefir in there. Again, the probiotics, the gut health components, all the things that we've been focusing on for our weight loss. We're just going to go ahead and just give it a little splash. Because remember, our gut microbes want diversity. They want the probiotics coming down the pipeline. They don't need a lot volume-wise, but they need to know that you are being intentional to get the probiotics into your body, because that way they can feed off of it, and those probiotics and prebiotics really go to work at your weight loss. And then to flavor that up even more, I add in some of the garlic powder. Again, this is still just the base layer. We're going to do all our decorating on top, but I think it's very important as people are scooping with their cracker or with their vegetable, that base layer needs to have some really good flavor. And I even do a splash of the extra virgin olive oil. Again, we all know why we're adding in the extra virgin olive oil. If you've checked out any of my other videos, this is a healthy fat. It helps with satiety. It's going to help you feel fuller for longer. So go ahead and drizzle a tablespoon of the extra virgin olive oil. All right, so there we are. We're going to go ahead. Like I said, this is just the base layer, but that's going to be giving us so much flavor. And then we will do our decorating of the other Mediterranean gut health components layered on top. So get that all mixed up together nicely. So once you have that all down in the pan, that's our first layer, nice and smooth. You can always do the little taste test if you need to add a little bit more seasonings or you want to add a little bit more hummus. Just do a taste test. Make sure that base layer tastes really good, because remember, that's the base. That's where we're scooping from. And we're going to add in next the avocado. Now, if you want to do fresh avocado and just crush it up, blend it up, that's fine. I like to cheat, and I get this at Aldi. It's a classic guacamole, but all it has in it is the avocado and like a jalapeno puree, vinegar, salt. So I'm fine with you using this as well. But you're just going to kind of plop that right on top. Now you can refrigerate each layer if you want to in between. That's very time consuming. I'd be more inclined to do that if I was bringing this dish like for Thanksgiving or for a party or something like that. But if this is just for me and my family to enjoy, I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. And then, so that's going to be your second layer. So start to just gently spread that second layer over the top, and give or take how much you want to add. But just try to create a nice layer of the avocado. And there you can see we have a nice layer of the green avocado. So that's coming along so nicely. Next, let's go ahead and add in our black beans. So now that we have like the creamy base layer, we have our avocado, now we can start doing all the decorating. Again, this is mimicking the 7-layer taco dip, where at the bottom you typically would have like the refried beans and the sour cream and all of that, and then start decorating with the vegetable components and the lettuce and the cheese. So falling right in line with that, but this is the Mediterranean version. So go ahead and sprinkle on a layer of your black beans. So pretty, and it's kind of fun to make. And it's so great that you know it is taking care of your gut health, which correlates directly with our weight loss. So go ahead and just spread that bean layer across the top. All right, so once you have your bean layer on there, believe it or not, we're actually even going to figure out how to get our kombucha into this Mediterranean 7-layer dip. I think it's so important to try to incorporate as many of the gut health components that we can into each of these recipes, because if we're prioritizing and being intentional about our weight loss, let's just go for it. And this one, I get it from Aldi. It's the ginger lemon flavor. It has a little bit of a citrusy taste, and it just kind of, it makes all the flavorings of like the blandness of the Greek yogurt. It really just gives it a little pop. So I just want you to be open-minded to this. You can leave it out if you want to, but I just do a capful. And again, even just that capful, when it sets up and hardens in the refrigerator, it soaks down into what we've already created, soaks in through those layers. But getting that kombucha into your body is just going to reap you so many awesome health benefits and weight loss, gut health benefits. So I just think, why not? After that, I'd like to do the pico de gallo. Now, again, you're probably sick of hearing me talk about pico de gallo, because as far as the gut health benefits go, those tomatoes, the cilantro, the onion for the prebiotics, the jalapeno, the garlic, everything that's going on in here is giving us another 4 or 5 different plants. And if we're trying to get to 30 plants for the week, there's just no reason not to reach for the pico de gallo. And again, it gives so much flavor, a freshness. Pico de gallo, you can see how fresh that is. The fresh diced up tomatoes, onions. And we know that it is serving a purpose. It is fueling our body with the right components, along with being delicious. And what have we learned about weight loss and gut health? Our gut wants diversity. It wants a variety of the different ingredients coming into our body. So this is such a great dip to make up, not only to bring to a party and just have people be surprised by its flavor, but to serve your gut health and your weight loss. And this is by far my favorite part of this dip. If you haven't checked this out before, go to Aldi or wherever and get it's like a Greek, where's the lid? It's a Greek feta salad, but it has kalamata and green olives, feta cube cheese, and it's marinated in extra virgin olive oil with herbs and spices. I am telling you, you'll keep this in your fridge and you'll just start reaching in your fridge and grabbing an olive out here and there, and it's so satisfying. And all the components, once again, are good for our gut health. So it's guilt-free snacking, but as far as what it does to spruce up this 7-layer Mediterranean dip, this is the star component. This is where people are going to say, wow, that is absolutely delicious. So just go ahead and start sprinkling that over the top. If you wanted to, you could cut up the olives. They're going to go quickly because they're so delicious. So if you wanted to take the time to cut them up, absolutely, no problem. But look at this. Stick this in your fridge, 2 hours, it's ready to serve. All of those layers. We started off simply with the simple ingredient of a plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. And 10 minutes later, look at us. We have this delicious dip that we are going to be able to bring to a party or enjoy and meal prep out throughout our week and satisfy our gut health. I'm so excited to go enjoy some of this now. I hope you try it as well, and I'll see you next time.